Hey, I'm Matt Hudgens. He's Dave Mulvaney, and this is Profitability MD. Dave, how you doing today, buddy?
Great, Matt. And you?
A nice, cool spring day, actually below seasonal averages here. So really, really kind of nice.
Nice. Nice and warm where we are. So
Yeah, nice and warm.
that's the way I like it.
Always.
Always.
The next 9 months. All right, episode 125, grow your business faster with a coach. And some of the key components of how and why you can grow your business faster with a coach.
I think, it boils down, if you take Tiger Woods when he was at his best, a lot could be pointed at Butch Harmon. Now, was Butch Harmon a better golfer than Tiger? No, but he was able to. He was able to help develop some of the characteristics in Tiger that made Tiger play at a level at his highest level. So same with Michael Jordan. Was his name Phil? Phil.
Oh yeah, the coach for the Chicago Bulls. Yeah.
Phil, not Phil Knight, but
no, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Boy, I'm bad. I can't think of the coach of the Bulls. Then he went to the Lakers, didn't he? And then they won like 5 championships in the Lakers. That guy's a good coach.
Yes.
But arguably he's a great basketball player. But was he as good as some of the players that he's coached? No, and that's the point. You can always grow your business faster with a coach because a coach can help you develop your skills, and your talents so that you can perform at your highest level. So we're going to go through some of those things, how you can grow your business a little faster with a coach. So I think along those lines is, the number one is a coach will help you identify and capitalize on your strengths.
Right.
Dan Sullivan always calls it your A+ activities, right?
Right. Your unique ability. Unique ability is what Dan calls it. Unique. I call it your A+ activities, where you're just doing the things that you're really good at, that you enjoy, and that make you money. Right. That what are those things, and how can you do more of them? Identify and capitalize on those strengths.
Well, the strengths.
Do more of them.
I think I don't know who said it, but if you always work on your weaknesses, you'll just have pretty good weaknesses.
Right.
So
right.
It's the strengths you want to capitalize on.
Yeah, and that's interesting. That's our whole school system. Is that you take all these different classes, and they want you to do it by yourself, and they want you to make A's and everything, and there's certain things. I remember back in high school, I was not good at foreign language. That's just not my thing. Not going to be a good foreign. Other people that are great at foreign language, right? It's just not my unique ability, not my A+ activity. So instead of making me learn that, I could have spent more time doing something else that I'm really good at to make it even great at, right?
Now, you're probably good at. Are you good at math?
Yeah, the math and science kind of stuff. And
see, I was good at math. I wasn't as good at science, which is funny. I mean, I was really.
I thought those were connected. Yeah.
They are, but I mean, when I say math, I was really, really excelled at like geometry. Like I could sleep through geometry and trigonometry. Came easy, but science required memorization, and I was never all that good at memorizing things. I don't know why I wasn't, but but that's what I'm saying. So since you're not good at memorizing, wouldn't it be better, like if you're a leader in an organization and you, instead of memorizing things, wouldn't it be better for you to surround yourself with perhaps people that are better at memorizing things than you are, so that when you need information nowadays, we got this,
and now we got
all
Google,
the information you need right here. I remember teachers saying, well, it's not like you're going to have a calculator with you everywhere you go.
Yeah, well, apparently it's on our phone.
Apparently you're wrong, because number one, I got a calculator everywhere I go, but number two, I got one on my phone. So looks like really you locked up a little there, Matt. Are you still there? All right. Well, while you're locked up, I'll move on to the next one. Hopefully you get your internet stable. Probably come back here in a second. But number 2 would be build strong relationships. And if you want to grow faster with a coach, it's about building relationships. And, a coach can help you look at what relationships you have with your clients and which ones are your, I guess you could say your A+ clients, like your favorite type of clients, and help you develop some of those relationships. I'm still talking because you went away, but I moved on to build and retain strong relationships because, that's the reality is if you're going, a coach will help you not only build relationships, stronger relationships with your clients, but sometimes a coach has other relationships that can set you up for joint ventures as well.
That's a great point. That's a great point. It also help you identify which relationships to strengthen and to work on, right? So we talk about the 80-20 concept all the time, right? That 80% of your revenue is probably from 20% of your clients. So this goes back to your unique ability, A+. Quit trying to get the 80% and really love on those 20% that give you all the business. And you can get more business from that top 20. I think Dan Sullivan calls it your top 20 in your farm club, I think is what he calls it, where focus on the top 20% of your clients or your physical number, the top 20 clients that you have, and give them love and attention. And those are the relationships that lead to more opportunities, both with them and their referrals and their connections and their network.
And to take that a little deeper, I don't know if I have the book up here, but Chet Holmes talked about that. He talked about how he put 1,000 targets on his, like, these would be target clients in my lifetime, and I'm going to focus on 100 of them. But out of that 100, there's 20 and it was all follow-up. Like you always talk about how follow-up, on the 5th or 6th follow-up is when things start happening. But he would always follow up better with the top 20 out of that 100 and then 100 out of those 1,000. And so he broke it down into little segments, but he was building a stronger relationship as the client, I guess you'd say, as the client value went up. His value, what he placed on the value on them. But that's what that's what you're talking about in business. If you want to grow your business faster, you got to focus on where the money is, right? And that's where the strongest relationships should be. And just like what you're doing right now, your surge meetings.
Right. Meeting with our clients, our top clients, more often, more frequently, show them more love and attention. And that's where you get most of your revenue from. That's where you get most of your referrals from. That's where you get most of your networking opportunities from. And so you show the top 20 more love and attention. And every year I'm culling the bottom 10%, right? Because I want to replace them. There's an analogy that they use in our business sometimes. You got a bus and there's only so many seats on the bus, right? So don't fill up the seats on the bus with you want high quality on the bus. And so you're always looking to increase the quality of the people on the bus.
So before we move on, I'd like to, can we go deeper on that? Because some people are probably like, well, how do you fire your customer? I'm going to ask you, I'm sure you don't physically fire them, but how do you take somebody off the customer list? What's your process?
Yeah. So the different ways of doing that, right? So first of all, you got to decide, I think part of the freedom of being an entrepreneur in your own business is you don't have to deal with people you don't want to deal with, employees or clients, right? So how profitable are they? How easy are they to deal with? So I've seen people raise prices. This is a high maintenance client, and in order for me to do that, I need to charge him twice of what I usually charge, just because it's such a pain in the rear end. So, and then if they're willing to do that, now it is worth your while, right? Because now they're a top paying client, and maybe it's worthwhile. I've seen the opposite way, where it's, the nice letter or the nice conversation where we're moving in a different direction. I can't give you, it's not you, it's me.
It's the girlfriend breakup thing, right?
Right,
So it's not you,
it's me. We're moving in a different direction. I can't give you the service level that you deserve. I can help you. I have somebody that you can talk to. I can set you up so that you can talk to somebody else, or you can do it on your own. So I usually do it based on, mine is a combination of a dollar amount and a pain in the rear end factor. And that's how I make a judgment. And every summer I kind of cultivate the bottom 10%. And my idea is I'm getting rid of the people that are taking up my mental power or mental energy. We've talked about this in the past. I'm all about the mental energy. And if I'm not looking forward to your phone call, I'm like, oh no, Dave's calling again, then that's not a good client for me, right? Or if Patty is not looking forward to taking Dave's call, then that's not a good client for us, right? Instead of, oh, I love talking with Joyce. When Joyce calls, we always have the press conversation. It's a lot of fun, and I want to help her whatever she needs help with, right? It's a difference. So I try to do it, manage my energy levels, who I, kind of drop off, the people that are draining my energy. But we're talking with a dentist right now, and he's got a retiring partner and a junior partner, and it's going to be, how do we transition those from the retiring partner to the junior or to himself? And it's a stage like that where he needs to, there's certain relationships that he'll have to take over because of the senior partner retiring, that he just needs to be there because that's just a relationship. But then what can he pass off of his own book, his own clients, patients that he could pass to the junior dentist? So that's a judgment call of what kind of service level they need, what kind of attention they need, what kind of technique, or if he's better at this and the other dentist's better at this type strategy or this actual technical. So, but don't be afraid to, what do they call? I think Dan Sullivan calls it simplify to multiply, right? Let's cull it down. I do it. Let's cull it down so then we can growth, right? So we make it short, but I'll say simplify too. I always say, let's do one thing and make $1 million, and then we can add 2 or 3 other things, right? So a lot of times you might have to, Steve Jobs simplified when he came back to Apple. They had too many SKUs, too many items, and he simplified. We're making the Mac and we're making the, whatever, I guess it was right before the iPod, but we simplified all the SKUs. They were making all kinds of different products. And he said, no, we're going to make 6 main products. That's it. That's all we're going to do. So he simplified before he was able to grow. So you can view that same thing for your business.
The biggest growth comes after a forest fire. So
there you go.
The same thing.
Right.
Sometimes you got to get rid of that underbrush. If you notice that the tall trees a lot of times just make it through the forest fire, it's the underbrush that gets destroyed. And right. It's that underbrush that drags you down as an entrepreneur. And so, kind of the same thing. Sometimes you got to get rid of that underbrush so you can grow as a company, as an entrepreneur.
Yeah. And talking about the coach and help, one of the things we help clients identify is what is the best, best bang for your buck. And so I always talk about revenue. Every dollar is not the same, right? Which revenue is the easiest for you to service? Which revenue is the easiest for you to get? I had this conversation, I remember this probably about 2 years ago with a particular individual. And he's like, well, all revenue is great. That guy's 100,000, that guy's 50,000. And I was like, no, it isn't. How much does it take you to get? One of them was a project that was a government contract, which sounds like a great deal for him, except everything was 90 to 180 days lag in payment, which put a squeeze on him as opposed to the cash customers who pay as soon as he did. Wouldn't you rather have 5 of those people that paid as soon as you did the job and your cash flow keeps rolling, as opposed to you have to outlay a lot of capital in order to do this government contract and then wait 180 days to get paid back, right? That may not be, it sounds like a great, money's guaranteed by the government, but because of that lag factor and the cash flow drain and the working capital drain, maybe you don't want more of those. You want more of the cash client. So there's a quality of client, I guess is what I'm getting at.
And that's a challenging thing. That goes down to, knowing your target audience too, because if your target audience, if all you do is sell to the government, well, then that's your target audience. Then you have to prepare for that also. And that means, that's the hard part, is that means you got to sell at a higher rate. Well, how do you accomplish that when you're the low bid? I see there's a lot of things I don't particularly like about that concept, but there are people, come on, there's companies that make billions of dollars in government contracting. They know how to navigate those waters. And so Absolutely. Knowing your target audience will allow you to build and retain strong relationships in the right sector with the right types of clients, I think we could say. So the next part of growing your business faster with a coach is a coach, I think, will help you build your strong character. Meaning, I think sometimes there has to be judgments made in business, and a coach won't tell you what to do, but as a coach gets to know you, and they'll ask you questions like, well, didn't you say you prefer to do business this way? And is this person making you test those barriers? And those could be pricing barriers. There could be a lot of different barriers, but character comes in, character and integrity. They come when you make decisions that are based in they're rooted in what you truly believe. And business, if there's one thing business will do, it'll make you test those barriers and you don't even know you're testing the barriers. I mean, it's those clients that push you.
It's funny. So 2 stories come to mind right now. I remember back when I was younger, applying for a job and investments. I do stocks and bonds at the time, and I was managing money. And the hiring manager was reluctant to hire me, and the CEO said, "No, you need to hire him, and you shouldn't be worried about your job because apparently I should be worried about mine." Right. And so the characteristics that I have, you get to know yourself. He was saying, look, you're better at big picture and strategy, and you're better at sales than you think you are. You're better at with people than you think you are. I'm good at math. I got a CFA. I got an MBA. You think I'm a good technician, but over the years, it's been my mentors. I have a mentor that's 2 guys in particular that are about 15 years older than me that have really guided me along the way, that helped me realize my own skills, my own development, my own, you think that you're this, but you really might be this. And apparently I'm a really good salesperson. I didn't think I was. I never thought anything about sales. I've always been sales or salespeople. And no, salespeople are, I forget where we got this one. This might've been Joe Polish, where it's almost like it's telling a story to help them make a decision. You're not selling them anything we always talk about. You're solving a problem. People are happy to pay you to solve their problem. You're adding value, or you're doing something they don't want to do themselves, right? Yeah. None of that is cheesy sales. All of that is, hey, I'm helping you solve a problem. You're happy to pay me to solve a problem, right? You're happy to pay me because you're doing this, but we could add that and make it better. You're happy to pay me for that. And so when my mentor, my coach taught me that, where it's just a little play on words, money isn't money. Like money is a reflection of the value you add to other people, right? So if you're doing good for others, they're happy to pay you. You're not forcing them. They'll willingly give you your money. We happily pay Steve Jobs $100 per iPhone. There was some number they backed in with his $1 billion in net worth, and it's as if you gave Steve Jobs $100 for every iPhone. And he didn't steal it from us. We willingly gave him the $100 because we wanted the iPhone, right? And that's what you talk about. Capitalism is good when it's done properly, when you're not selling cheesy stuff or products, when you're actually solving a problem or adding value or doing something they don't want to do, people are happy to give you money. And when you have that little brain shift that you're not a cheesy car salesman, right? And
if you are a cheesy car salesman, we're not making fun of you. I mean, we don't want to call all
salesmen. Car guys have gotten so good, right? Now they have a whole list. We just bought a car for Patty at the beginning of you looking for and how can I help you solve that problem? And do you want, okay, we want an SUV. All right, what kind of SUV? Do you need these features? They're trying to upsell you, but they're also trying to solve your problem. Now, when you don't have kids, we don't need the DVD system anymore and the upgraded yada, 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 because heck, kids have iPads nowadays anyway, so you don't. But, nowadays you can put it on Waze on your phone. You don't even need the navigation system in the cars anymore. Yeah. Just Apple Play and put it. So even cheesy car salesmen have gotten better at helping you solve a problem. The good ones are helping you solve a problem, helping you accomplish your goals, as opposed to selling you a car you don't want or need.
Yeah. So knowing your roots, knowing your character, and having a coach to keep you on track with that will keep you strong when you're put to the test, I guess is the way to put it. I mean, I think of a story when I was in the locksmith business. We had to go open people's cars, of course, all the time. Well, I didn't know, but our policy was if you call us, your keys are locked in the car, I'm going to ask you for a driver's license and proof of ownership or registration to the vehicle, or you won't get the keys. We'll open the car. If you don't have that proof, those keys stay with us. We take them back to the shop, and then we leave a note in the car so the owner can get with us. Well, this is what happened one time, and this very, very attractive woman was at the car, and I wouldn't let up. I wouldn't let down my character. Turned out that was the news, and they were trying to set up locksmiths. They set up 7 of 8. You know who the 8th one was that they didn't set up? It was me. I was the only one on camera who would not back down on a rule or character,
Right.
regardless of the look of the person who was there trying to make me kind of set me up in a way. So, but a coach helps keep you on track. That's what, that's that story about me being a locksmith. But you run into those things, those character issues as an entrepreneur all the time, and a coach will help you be true to your character. I think is probably, one of the keys that a coach can help you.
Help you identify it and stick to it. And you talk about that too. Think about that. Anytime that I've given somebody a price cut, those always end up being the pain in the ass clients, right? As opposed to the people that are willing and happy to pay my full fare, right? Free information that people are begging and know what you pay for, you value for what you pay for. Pay for that, and then you'll actually, if you're hiring a trainer to show up at 6 a.m. at the gym, and I had to pay him money, I'm sure as heck going to show up at 6 a.m. tomorrow morning because I already paid him, right?
Absolutely.
So you value the advice you pay for, and realizing that you can and realizing as an entrepreneur, we get to pick and choose who we do business with, even though you don't think you can. The more you stick to your character, your values, and the kind of people you want to work with, the better your overall life is, right? Because you're getting rid of those energy drainers. Go back to the energy drain. Let's just get rid of the energy drainers. If there's a client or a prospect or a product or a supplier or a vendor that's just draining you, maybe you shouldn't be doing business with them. If that means a loss of revenue, if that means you got to go find a new supplier, it'll make your life easier overall, and you'll be happier and probably make more money over time anyway. Very
true. All right, step 4. A coach will help you clarify your vision and focus on your key goals or objectives. And they're your key goals and objectives. So clarifying your vision. I don't think enough could be said about clarity in your vision. And when I say clarity in your vision, it's what is the grand scheme of why you're in business? Really, that's what vision really is. Why do you go to work every day? Is it just because you want to make $1 million? That won't last, because once you make $1 million, you're going to be completely lost. That's without vision. Jobs wanted to, put a computer on everybody's desk. So did Gates. Now Gates wants everybody to get a shot. We don't go off on that, but it's still, they still have a vision. The guy's still got a vision. It's a different vision, but people have different visions. So when you have a vision, sometimes you don't know what the vision is. And so a coach can help you clarify that vision. My vision is I want to help. We always say we want to help 1,000 entrepreneurs turn their business into $1 million business. Well, that means you've got to have a business and it's got to be up and operational, but you're not doing $1 million yet, or $1 million in either profits, personal income or profits, or they're different people are different levels. But clarifying the vision of, well, what is that going to do for you? Well, I like working with people. You like working with people. And but what are the key goals and outcomes that you're seeking?
I think it's hilarious. So Simon Sinek, I think that's it. And I actually was watching a YouTube video of his yesterday. He's got a YouTube channel. He's got a bunch of little 30-second to 2-minute videos. And he has a thing called the power of why. This was a subsector of the power of why, what's your why? But he was actually talking about how to be an unstoppable salesperson. And it relates to this. Was the why would be, in our culture, we tell you, hey, come work with us because we've been in business forever. We're family owned. We're friendly. We're kind. We're honest. Blah blah blah. We've been in business a long time, and that is you're telling about yourself. You're not telling anything about how to solve the problem He had to be the ultimate salesperson. Start off with your why. And then you could get into some of that, bragging about yourself thing. So we want to help 1,000 entrepreneurs build $1 million businesses. We want to help 1,000 entrepreneurs build the business of their dreams. And because of that, we have this whole mastermind group and this whole online coaching program. And we have this profit acceleration session where we can find $50, $75, $100,000 in your business without spending $1 more on advertising and marketing. then we get to talk about all our sales when we talk about our why, and the why was, man, this stuff excites me. This stuff excites you. We want to help people build the business of their dreams, build $1 million business. So he was saying, become the ultimate salesperson by using your why or telling your why to your prospects. And then everybody wants to know why, right? What is that saying, that they don't want to know what until they know why, right? They don't want to know how much you care until they know why you care, or something to that effect. And so he was saying, to be the ultimate salesperson, non-cheesy, you would tell them why you're doing it. I'm a dentist and I love giving people the smile of their dreams, right? I'm a lawyer and I like helping righting the wrong, right? And, personal injury lawyer. I'm a landscaper and I like giving people the yard of their dreams, right? I love giving people their Saturdays back, right? Your little why could be your $1 million message, could be your irresistible offer when you're leading with your why. Why are we doing what we're doing? Anyway, it's so timely. That was a video I saw on YouTube yesterday.
And it's so true. If you spend time on your why and their why, you'll get to your why a lot quicker. If you spend time
why would you do anything else?
Yeah. All right. Next step, solidify your commitment. A coach will help you solidify your commitment. I think that's an area where what happens is you get this vision, and you can have this vision all day long, but if you have no commitment to the tactics and the things that you're going to have to do, all the things that you have to do to get there, then if you lack in commitment, you won't get the vision and the outcomes that you're looking for. It won't come true without the commitment. So a coach helps you solidify your commitment. It keeps you on track.
Yeah, it is great. It's like, I remember, so Michael Phelps, the swimmer, right? And so the vision when he retired and then came back from retirement was to make it back to the Olympics and to get another gold medal. And so he started swimming again after, I think he took like 3 or 4 months off, maybe it was 6, I can't even remember. But the vision was, I want to come back to the Olympics and win gold one more time. And because of that, every decision is easier to make. Getting up at 6 a.m. to swim, or swimming however many hours he trains, or to eat the proper diet, right? They talk about the same stuff with Michael Jordan. He wanted to be the best basketball player, so every decision was easy for him because his vision was, I want to be the best. Kobe Bryant, same basketball. I want to be the best. Therefore, every decision is easy. Should I stay out late drinking with the boys, or should I go home early and get up early tomorrow and practice, right? Well, that's an easy decision because the vision is to be the best, right? The golfers, we talked about Tiger Woods earlier. The goal was to be the best and to get as many more majors than Jack Nicklaus. That was the goal. And so for him to work, they said at one time he was the hardest working golfer on the planet. So not only is he the best, they said the same thing about Michael Jordan. They said the same thing about Kobe Bryant. The same thing about Magic Johnson and Larry Bird. There's a whole ESPN 30 for 30 on the Larry Bird, Magic Johnson thing. And they're always like, I'm out there shooting, practicing, and I'm picturing Magic Johnson. He's probably practicing. So I better practice 30 minutes longer because I know he's out in LA practicing another 30 minutes. So when you have a vision, a clear vision of what you want, decisions actually become easier, right? You're trying to lose weight, right? Should I eat some nuts or should I eat some ice cream? Well, if the vision is I'm trying to lose weight so I can be at my daughter's wedding and give my daughter away and look good, right? Well, it's an easy decision. I should eat the nuts and not the ice cream because the vision is clear. Therefore, my decisions are easier, sticking to the path.
Some ice cream comes with nuts in it. So does that count? Or
that would be perfect for me. That's my vice is the ice cream.
I know, but if your commitment is solid, and I'm glad you said it that way, it's not just I want to lose 20 pounds. That's a great commitment, but I mean it's a great goal, but it's not really clear. I want to lose 20 pounds because I want to look good at my daughter's wedding. You're getting really clear. Why?
Right, granular.
Maybe you're whatever. You want to look as good as whatever reason. The further you get on that clarity of the outcome, the more solid and easier the commitment is when it comes to decision making. So
yeah, exactly right. So we're going to wrap this up. I think we're right at our 30 minutes. Grow your business faster with a coach, right? I always love it. Every professional athlete we've mentioned today has a coach. Heck, we didn't even talk about Tom Brady, and I think he's got a football coach, a passing coach, a fitness coach, a nutrition coach. you know, like a massage therapist coach. Like he's got like 5 coaches on his team. Most of these golfers have like a mental coach and a coaching coach and a workout coach and a nutrition coach and a chiropractor. So most professional athletes have at least one coach, if not more. I find it humorous when my golfing buddies don't take golf lessons. I find it humorous when business people don't have a mentor or a coach. Here we are, the best professional athletes in the world have a coach. Why on earth would you, as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, as a professional, not have a coach?
Yeah,
Everybody else has got a coach.
I've spent hundreds of thousands of dollars over the years on coaching, and I think about it, and I'm like, and people will be like, "Wow, you spent." Not really. Because it's brought me millions and millions of dollars.
It's an investment.
I can't put a dollar figure on any one coach, but I can tell you every one of them at the time helped me in these areas so that the outcome was what I wanted. And that's what a coach will help you do, is get you the outcome that you want. Help get you unstuck. You know, if you're stuck, get a coach, get some help. So
yeah, and that's what we talk about. So we always say you need 3 things to be successful, right? You need commitment, you need a roadmap, and you need a support system, right? The coaches can provide the roadmap and the support system. We've got that. That's what our mastermind group is, the roadmap and the support system. We need your commitment, right? We got you're committed to your vision, what you're trying to accomplish. We can even help you with, that's what we do, help you with the vision of your goals and where do you want to be and where do you want to get. And then you got the roadmap and the support system to make it happen. That's what the only 3 things we need to be successful. All you need is your commitment. We got the other 2 taken care of. Our right now irresistible offer is we can find any business owner $50, $75, $100,000 without spending $1 more in advertising or marketing. That's a profit acceleration session. Please call us, email us, schedule one of those, right? We talk about our mastermind group, get you on board. It's a group of business owners that we have these kind of conversations on an ongoing basis to get you to where you want to go, to get you your vision and your roadmap and your support system to get you where you want to go. So we're at Profitability MD. That's where we are. Matt at ProfitabilityMD.com, Dave at ProfitabilityMD.com. Our YouTube channel has all these videos, Profitability MD at YouTube. And then we've got our podcast, which is Profitability MD. And we got the website, ProfitabilityMD.com. So coaches help you get you where you want to go. You need to commit. You need a roadmap. You need a support system. We got 2 out of the 3. Just need your commitment.
great show, Matt. All right.
Always fun, man.
Have a great one. Take care.
All right. You too.